Delft is one of the Netherlands' most famous and beautiful towns, preserved in picture book perfection. It's a town of bicycles, canals, cheese and beer, typical of the Netherlands with friendly, well-educated people. Many of its beautiful buildings are more than 400 years old, clustered in the historic center of the old town in a compact size that you can easily explore on foot or perhaps rent a bicycle. But you do not need to take a bus or drive a car. You'll find many outdoor restaurants all around the big market square. We'll take you there, show you a calm day, and we'll show you a busy market day right in the center of town. With over 500 stores and several street markets, shoppers will find much to love. Perhaps your main activity here is simply walking around, enjoying the extensive pedestrian zone. No cars, quiet lanes, little canals. Even in the evening, it's a charming spot to be out walking. Simply called the Market, or De Markt, this will be the center and focus of your activities in Delft, with the new church at one end sporting the second highest bell tower in the country, and the city hall at the other. And of course, with shops and restaurants all around it. We'll also take you walking on those nearby streets along the beautiful canals and see more shops all around the center. It's a small area, just about 1/2 square kilometer. And while you could get a feeling for the place with a one-day visit, walking around in the market square and checking out some of the nearby blocks, you'll see it's much more worthwhile to spend a couple of nights so that you can really relax and enjoy the special charms of this place. The market gets very busy every Thursday. It's market day. People flock here, and you'll notice that most of the shoppers are locals. We're here in the month of September when there are not that many visitors walking around, and they're here to buy their produce, get fresh vegetables, pick up lunch and candies, get some cheese, chat with their neighbors, and generally enjoy this atmosphere which has been going on, they say, for over 500 years with the same market right here. Well, now I've shifted us over to the other market that happens in Delft at the Turfmarkt. It's smaller than that Thursday main market, but still really charming. Primarily a food market, it gets started before 9 o'clock in the morning. Nearly all of the shoppers are local. Easy to find, it's located just 1 block south of the main market square. It's always nice to have a look at the local markets when you travel, and each city takes its turns. There's usually 2, sometimes 3 markets per week in each place. We're here in Delft on a Saturday morning, and it's a local affair. It's a relatively small market for produce, vegetables, fruits, fresh breads, and just a place to have a look and poke around. Of course, they do have supermarkets here in Delft, but it seems that the locals prefer coming out and buying their foods fresh, and certainly when the market appears on a Saturday morning. You can tell that the shoppers here with their bicycles are regular customers. With a food basket on the front and a children's seat in the back, this bicycle is your basic family vehicle, a Dutch version of our SUV maybe. This country has 17 million people and 23 million bicycles. It's called Turfmarkt because it used to be a canal where they brought in turf or peat, that decayed soil that was used as a fuel for the breweries, which were major Delft industries back in the Middle Ages. And the canal was filled in the 19th century and became this very useful tree-lined plaza. It's one of the main open-air spaces of Delft, which of course has a number of outdoor restaurants that are open every day in the fair weather. The historic center does not have big streets for cars, but Koornmarkt is an example of one of the main lanes. You can see that Koornmarkt is a busy street. It's really a lot of fun to walk along here. Just watch out for the bicycles. Many shops and a canal running along it with little bridges across the canal. We're right in the center, just near the marketplace. And these really are some of the nicest blocks in town. This is as good as it gets, complete with several antique shops spilling out onto the sidewalk. We are in a quaint neighborhood that's just behind the new church, that big structure that's on the main market square. Now we're going to have a walk around and look at some of the bridges and the side lanes here. The Eat Cafe invites you to sit on their open terrace or on their dining boat that will surround you with peace but also give you an awesome view at the busy and picturesque streets of Delft. We're going to take you on a little wander around here for the next couple of minutes and show you from an aerial perspective of Google Earth. The neighborhood that we're looking at is just behind the new church, quite near the marketplace, in a pedestrian zone of canals and wide sidewalks with many shops and restaurants. This bridge right next to Eat Cafe is one of the most famous and picturesque in town. Each bridge is a little hill for the bicycles to go over, and if you're not going fast enough like this guy, you need to use your foot to push you along. That's why most bicycles pedal along pretty quickly with all these ups and downs they've got to navigate. Another major pedestrian shopping street just a few blocks north of the market square, and then we came across yet another street market, number 3 if you're keeping track. This one's a lot of fun. It's kind of an antique general market. You can pick up some Royal Delft porcelain at a bargain price, get some clothing, knickknacks, some antiques maybe. You might call it a flea market, but it's a little bit more upscale. Very nice stuff. It happens on Thursdays, but it's even bigger on Saturday. You'll notice they're not selling food here. They're not selling clothing. Oh, there's some fabrics, but all kinds of vintage items. It's the kind of place where you can strike up a conversation with some locals. This unusual bridge has a small terrace down at the water level. There's a stone staircase called the mussel trap that leads down to the water because mussels, the shellfish, were brought here by ship until the 19th century. You definitely want to explore Delft at twilight and into the evening. Come on out, have a drink and have some dinner. Stroll through these beautifully lit streets, especially in the neighborhood around the marketplace. Not only is it the historic center, but it's considered downtown Delft by the local residents. This is where they come to party and walk and see their friends. And throughout the market square in front of that tall church tower, you'll find many more restaurants. A couple of the town's most popular places to eat are just behind City Hall. The Grand Café, which is open from 9:30 in the morning until 1 a.m. You could sit indoors, but it's so much nicer outside in the evening. And the Waag. As you see, both very popular. We have a longer movie with more details about the beautiful city of Delft. And we have several dozen movies about the Netherlands in our collection. We frequently upload new movies, so please subscribe to our channel and click that little alarm bell so you'll be notified. And if you enjoyed the movie, how about a thumbs up? And we always welcome comments down below. Or if you have questions about the destination, make note and we'll answer them. Thanks for watching.